Felix Hallwachs, Little Sun Director. Welcome to San Patrignano, Felix.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And you were talking about freedom and art. So the question is, how much art and how much freedom we need to get more positive economy in the world?
I think freedom and art, it's an interesting combination, because the question is what, from our perspective, what art can contribute to this idea of freedom and of living together in a positive way. And of course, with Little Sun, we're running a small social business, which is all about this question of basically positive economies. And I think the freedom that art can offer is the freedom to think slightly differently, the freedom to think outside the box, to combine ideas, to combine people in a new way, to really inspire people. And that's what we hope to do, to create a movement of global compassion. And art, in a way, is a driver for that, because, again, it is not purely about economics, it's not purely about technology, it's not really purely about any of the basic general questions that many projects tend to be about, but we have a certain amount of freedom in the art, and that freedom we can use to create social impact.
Actually, you were just saying to think outside the box, right? How can we make the people thinking outside the box?
That, of course, is a fantastic question. I would say inspiration helps a lot. So understanding that you see the world in a certain way, and that the way you look at it actually makes a difference. You, by seeing the world, you contribute to it. You basically already, in the moment that you see it, you understand it in a certain way. And you can start to try to look at things differently. And art has a great role in that, because it just allows you to see situations in novel ways. It inspires you to think differently, and that then slowly but surely drives a process in which you actually conceive of more ideas and start to develop them. So I think art can be a driver of change simply because it spikes your curiosity, and it somehow takes you out of your comfort zone of daily life and lets you see that the world out there has many facets, and that you can start thinking in different avenues at any given time.
Actually, do you think that positive economy is something only for dreamers, or actually is a dream coming true?
I would always go more for the dream coming true, no, but I mean, joke aside, it's everything that we do is about how we take thinking to doing. And I personally just believe in a positive pathway to do that. Everything that I've done so far in my life has contributed in certain ways to this feeling and this emotion in my mind. Because every time I've addressed something positively, I've found great partners to collaborate with. Everything that we do at Little Sun is based on these ideas of partnerships and global collaboration, and that just works in a positive direction. So for me, it's also quite strongly about generosity. The question, some people tend to try to hold back what they have because they have fear of losing it. In my experience, and everything that we've done, being generous has always caused so much reciprocal generosity on the other side that we've always actually gained more than we gave out in the beginning. And this concept of being generous is very close to the concept of being positive. So I think thinking along the lines of generosity, of a positive engagement, is hugely important, because that has the power to unite us behind great causes.
Okay, thank you very much. The last question is about San Patrignano, our community. Actually, it's our house. So, what do you think so far about San Patrignano?
I'm actually deeply impressed. I came here having read a little bit on San Patrignano, but not very much, and I got the chance yesterday to skip out of the conference here and be taken around a little bit, and it was, not to say that the speeches were not inspiring, but it was incredibly inspiring. And for me as an architect, the palpable hands-on nature of many of the things that are being done here, I have a strong relationship to that. I love wood workshops. I love this idea of creating things. And I think the fact that the community has come together here based on one person's initial vision, and is actually making that happen, making it possible, and making it economically feasible, is incredible. And it's such an inspiration. Yesterday at dinner was fantastic. I mean, seeing everyone actually come together around a table, share a meal, share something which is almost all locally produced and done. I mean, it's in a way, the art studio where I work is a utopian space. And in that same way, I think San Patrignano is a utopian space. And it's very much about taking theory to practice and actually taking thinking to doing. On a day-to-day basis, you actually get up, you put your hands onto something, you make it happen, you do something. And that is an interesting experience. Not many people actually have that experience. So I think that's something I feel I share with people here.